Welcome to the first ever podcast in quotations by the PWRtists. I'm Matt,
And I'm Mao.
and we're gonna be talking today about PWR Renaissance and what do we think is going to happen at the next PWR Live. So from Renaissance, how does this lead into PWR Live, and what storylines could be coming out in the next PWR events?
I guess the first thing we can do for the people who are listening is just share a bit of how did we start getting into PWR and the whole start of the PWRtists.
Okay, well, actually, I discovered PWR. It was last year, around the time of.
The first show, or was it before?
No, it was after the first Renaissance. It was what's the pay-per-view after Renaissance?
Terminus.
Terminus. It was Terminus. I was googling for Facebook pages about wrestling just because
Yeah.
I was looking for Philippine wrestling Facebook pages, and so when I typed in Philippine wrestling, it
Yeah,
suggested
that's the first
Philippine
thing that
Wrestling
came up.
Revolution. So I found their page, I found their YouTube page, I watched their stuff, and I got pretty interested in Mayhem. And actually, at that time, I don't think Brian Leo had any videos out, so it's
Yeah.
pretty much Mayhem that got me interested in the company.
Cool. And then so the first event that we were supposed to attend was, I think,
Vendetta.
was Vendetta, but then it skipped our mind and we forgot we forgot the date of when it was showing. But then the first one we attended was Revolution X, which was earlier this year.
Within around about May, I think, this
About
year.
May, and I think it was right after Revolution X we got the idea of making a fan page for PWR where we could just post our fan art, since we it's something that we do as a hobby, is just making wallpapers and things like that. And since we love wrestling, usually the stuff we do is like wrestling stuff, and since PWR was out, it was something we were excited about to make fan art for, and so we decided to make up the fan page as a way that we could, put our work out there and help even promote the PWR, since we want to help it grow big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure every Philippine wrestling fan has been waiting for us to have our own wrestling company. Because, like, Raw and SmackDown came here 2000, when was that? 2009 was the last. So we've been waiting for like 6 years for wrestling. We haven't got much wrestling. We got like WWFX.
Yeah.
We got that Japan one. Well, actually, that's where PWR kind of started from. We didn't get to attend though, but that's the history. That's pretty
Yeah.
much the history. So, PWR Renaissance. What did you think of? Let's just go through the matches one by one,
Okay.
and then we can say where do we think the storyline is leading at PWR Live. I guess this is a good time to come in with this thought process because Renaissance is the start, right? It's the
Yeah.
start of a new year. It's kind of like the after WrestleMania season where we get to restart all the stories.
Okay, so the first match of the night opened with
2 out of 3 falls. Tag team, if I'm not mistaken. We're not counting dark matches, right?
Yeah. Anyway, so let's just go with the tag team. I
Okay.
can't remember the order, but there's the tag team.
For me, the tag team was actually one of the most underrated matches in the card.
Actually, for me, I thought that was the match of the night.
I would put it at around second because
Second,
I really
okay.
loved Sebastian Bombay. But anyway, let's talk about the tag teams. For me, it was one of the matches of the night because first of all, they had a lot of good spots, but not only spots, but the wrestling has improved a lot.
Yeah, it
Like, I mean, you look at Rosales, you look at his German suplexes, right? Like, before, it was kind of lame. Like, no offense, but his German suplexes were like, the guy wouldn't exactly flip over. But like now, Rosales, he actually, when he does his German suplexes, the guy really flips over. So there's a big improvement
Last time
there.
was more of like a belly to side.
Yeah.
So they are improving, and DualShock was really good. They're improving too. The moves that Versosa did.
Yeah.
The what was that? The Neville cartwheel spinning thing. That was really cool.
I've noticed also that there's a lot of, well, the PWR guys, the superstars, they've been paying a lot of homage to Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Especially in this one, like we had a lot of
With-
frog splashes.
With Panzer.
We had, well, I think Versosa also had a frog splash,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. And then someone did Three Amigos. I'm pretty sure someone
Yeah.
did Three Amigos.
I remember that.
So, what do you think about? Let's cut to the chase. The end
Yeah.
of the match, the breakup of DualShock.
That was, I think, unexpected because I would think that if ever in the future there would be a PWR Tag Team Championship, I would suspect that DualShock would be one of the main contenders to be, the first champion.
But I mean, at this point, you can't say no main contender because think about who are the tag teams. We have DualShock, we have the Fighters for Hire, we have Beer Promdi.
And that's it.
That's it. Unless you want to hook up the Thought Knockers.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's really happening right now. So, what do you think is going to happen from this?
Well,
the end of this
I'm really
match?
looking forward to the feud of Sandata and Versosa because I think that Sandata has a really big following, and so does Versosa, slowly being built up as people see his in-ring skills.
And I mean, his
So-
personality starting to come out
Yeah.
too, right? Like his Facebook posts, and I don't know what his gimmick is. He's a party boy or something, but we'll see.
But yeah, I'm really excited because I feel like there would be a lot of people who are behind both of them, so that would make for a very interactive time with the crowd.
I actually feel that the tag team guys could be really over, but they just need a little bit more gimmick, or they need a little bit
Yeah.
more character. They need to show charisma. Because, like, for example, Sandata, he has never gotten to even speak a word at an event,
Yeah,
right? Versosa, he got to talk at the last event. Fighter for Hire,
I don't think
I'm not
so.
sure. I don't think so either.
Yeah,
So I think they just need to get a chance to show their character, show who they really are.
yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much a wrap for the tag team.
I think so, and we look forward to more tag teams coming in because we believe that the PWR can really revolutionize the tag team scene because there's a lot of I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that they can do. That there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, there's also a lot of hype around tag teams now, especially since the Dusty Rhodes
Yeah.
Classic tournament has just finished on NXT. So now we should talk about the
PHX?
PHX tournament.
Yeah.
So we had the
The first
extremely
match.
long match of Mayhem versus Panzer.
The Tot Knockers finally fighting.
And they finally got their tots knocked out by the Fighters for Hire. It's actually funny because as soon as the match was over, they were like celebrating. Fighters for Hire came out. They were celebrating all together.
yeah.
And then one of my friends who was with us for the first time, she asked, like, who are they? So I said, oh, they used to be bad, but then they have earned the respect of one another,
I
so
find
now
it-
they're good.
I find it funny how when you talk to friends, you have to say this guy's bad and this guy's good, and you can't say like
Heel
he was
and
a
face.
heel, and then you can be like, "What's a heel?"
Yeah, so I was like, so that they've earned each other's respect, so now that they're good guys, and then all of a sudden they do the turn, and I was like, okay, so I guess not anymore.
Yeah.
So they took out Mayhem with a concerto,
Mm-hmm.
and then that leads us into Warren versus Imabayashi,
Yes.
with Warren paying off the Fighters for Hire as his new hired help.
Which explained why they attacked Mayhem and Panzer in the first place. Was because Warren already hired them, I guess, before
Yeah, before
first match.
the first match. For some reason, I feel that they make a very good connection, Fighters for Hire and Warren. I can't exactly explain why, but I just feel like Warren having minions
Yeah,
elevates him.
that's true.
Not that I felt he needed help to beat Imabayashi. That's the only thing.
Yeah, because I think that Warren is, good enough to beat Ralph on his own.
Yeah, I mean, he beat. Did he beat Panzer? I think he beat Panzer
yeah,
once only, actually.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I believe Warren should have been able to take Imabayashi on his own. Well, not only that, he also got the help of John Sebastian.
That's true. So he did have a lot of help.
Okay, so the question is, with the PHX championship, well, obviously Mayhem's next in line because he never got his fair
Yeah.
shot, right? So the question is, do they jump right into the feud? Because the other feud I could see happening from here is Ken Warren with the Fighters for Hire versus Imabayashi and Mayhem and Panzer, like a 3-on-3.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're gonna push that or we just hang around
I
till
can see that as
Mayhem comes
a
back.
match. But I don't know if how that would get in the way of the feud that we can all expect with Mayhem and Warren.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would fit in, but yeah.
And again, just talking about if they are gonna push Mayhem and Panzer as a tag team, just because we lost DualShock, is Mayhem going to go over Warren or not?
That's true. Because right now we have two of the top heels as champions.
Yeah,
so
we don't have any face champs right now.
Would Mayhem be able to? Would Mayhem be able to? Be the
To
first
beat, to
face
beat
champ?
Warren or not?
That's true.
So the next
I guess
match,
what
anything
could
else?
happen, just as a
Fantasy booking.
no, as a speculation or prediction, what could happen also is if Mayhem makes his return and fights Warren for the belt, and then halfway through, Warren brings in Fighters for Hire to help him.
And then we have a run-in
we
of
have a
the
run-in
other guys.
of Imabayashi and Panzer to come to Mayhem's aid, and then that could be like a sort of brawl.
Yeah.
But that
I don't know if they could
happen. I
they
don't
could
know.
pull like a Survivor Series type 3-on-3 elimination
That-
match.
that would be
pretty
really cool.
actually.
That would be cool if they did an elimination type match. That would be cool. Okay, so moving on.
Moving on. John Sebastian versus Bombay Suarez.
A lot of people saying this was the match of the night, the highlight of the event.
The chop of the night. The flaming chop of the night.
I believe that's the first time we've seen that. I mean, I don't know if that's been done in other wrestling promotions. Maybe it has, but the first time I saw it.
Yeah. That was like the moment that everybody stopped.
Yeah.
Just seeing that hand light up when he lit it, and then he chopped.
And I really like how they brought the whole Filipino culture into the
weapons.
the weapons, the chinelas and
the sitaw and the mongo.
the mongo beans, which I thought were thumbtacks,
Yeah,
but then turned out to be mongo beans.
I also liked their tease when they went up to the balcony and we were actually expecting, because there was a lot of security down below, so I was wondering if they were gonna knock anyone off the balcony, but no. But nice tease.
Nice teeth. I don't think that I think that Bombay and Sebastian would be too big of guys to be caught by security.
Take a
If
bump
it was like
that.
if it was like Mayhem or Imabayashi,
Yeah.
they could be caught easily, but
By like 4
Yeah.
guys. What do you think of the ending with the return of Main Max?
I actually liked that Max made his return here. I just wish that he could have made it a bigger entrance. He kind of came in dressed like, with his hat and normal looking, rather
Yeah.
than like having a really big presence when he entered.
Actually, I was surprised with the reaction of the crowd. Like, nobody popped for Max.
Yeah, I feel like not that many people knew who he was. Like maybe since Revolution X was his last match, and then at Live he wasn't on the card. So I feel like those people who just got in at Live
Didn't really know who he was.
didn't really know who he was so much.
Possibly. I was just thinking actually earlier, what if they threw together Sebastian and Max as a tag team?
Yeah, that could work.
They're kind of huge though. I mean, they'll kill everyone. But if you're lacking tag team guys, put in the Flush.
That's true.
Okay, so we move on to the final match of the evening, which was the...
Did we miss any match? No, we didn't.
No, we
Okay.
didn't. So the heavyweight... I don't know, do they call it heavyweight? The PWR Championship. Right, so with the triple threat... I'm sorry, not triple threat. The three-way. We had the three-way match between JDL and Apocalypse and, of course, the champion, classical Brian Leo. The match was okay. I thought the match was fine.
Yeah, well, like, the one thing that kind of, the one, I don't want to say issue, the one thing that I had with it was that I think by that match, I was already
Burned out.
not just burned out, but kind of tired of the chaos of the rest of the card, with all the run-ins and the weapons and
Actually,
the
this
hardcore
card
match.
had all
And so
screwy finishes.
yeah, and so by the last match, seeing more run-ins and more weapons being brought in and more dirty tactics, just like I was wanting something different, something more technical wrestling,
But you can't really have
As-
technical
yeah.
wrestling in a three-way.
Yeah, but I was expecting that more for a championship match,
Mm.
especially wanting a contrast from the
And not to mention, it ended with another run-in with
Yeah.
Mark DiManalo.
which we had a lot of run-ins throughout.
Actually, when he speared Apocalypse, for a second I thought it was Sandata because he was wearing that
Sin Cara
mask,
mask.
Sin Cara mask. I really thought, like, why was Sandata spearing Apocalypse?
Yeah.
But, Mark DiManalo's evolution of his character, I see this as going well. Mark DiManalo versus the Apocalypse.
Though I do agree with, I was just listening to the SGP podcast this morning, the one of last week, because I'm kind of catching up. But I agree with what what's her name? Oh man, I forgot her
The
name.
new girl.
The new girl. The new girl. I kind of agree with what she said. How it's kind of shallow, his motivation for all this anger and this heel turn or I don't know if
New
it's a heel
aggressive.
thing. Yeah, new aggressive.
Well,
aggressive
okay,
attitude.
what was his reason? What did he say during
Well, he had
Suplado show?
two reasons. I think one was that first he attacked Canto Terror.
Yeah, Apocalypse attacked
Yeah.
Canto Terror.
So that's the first thing he was mad about. And then the second thing he was mad about was he was mad at Stan for rewarding Apocalypse with a championship match.
Which is pretty legit. I mean, why do you give someone a championship match for interfering in other matches? Because if that's the case, pure chaos na talaga. Kasi everyone will just interfere, which actually is what happened this Renaissance. All interferences. But the way I see it is he wants to be taken seriously. Because like Mr. C didn't take him seriously in the segment.
Yeah.
Apocalypse doesn't take him seriously, so yeah, he wants to be taken seriously, which is why he stepped up his game. So I see it as fine. I see it as him trying to give Apocalypse a taste of his own medicine. Na parang you got your title shot because you interfered. So if I interfered, does that prove something about myself?
Yeah,
So for me,
that's
logically, I'm behind this storyline.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't the level of his anger kind of it was for me it was too big of a change from his normal character that I feel
Parang
like
where did it come from?
it was a bit
Something like that.
extreme that earlier in the night he was totally fine and normal, although that
No,
was
it's
in
a
the
dark
that was in
match.
the dark match
Who did he fight?
in the pre-show. He fought Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah, he fought Jimmy.
Yeah. So I forgot his last name, but yeah, it was just kind of weird because in the dark match, which most people were already there in attendance
Yeah.
to watch, he was his normal gimmick, and then when he came out later, he was like a completely different guy with new intro music.
Because I aired na, so they can't use
Yeah.
Take On Me.
I
Kasi
think-
copyright or whatever. Which is sad. Because he's known for that. But the biggest question that comes out of the end of PWR Renaissance is actually what's next for Brian Leo.
Right.
Because I don't know who's in line for contendership. Because if you look at let's look at the roster. So Apocalypse is now in a feud with MDM, right?
Yeah.
And maybe Canto Terror. So he's busy. JDL has been pinned by Brian Leo 3 times in a
Yeah.
row.
Which means JDL.
He should be out of
shouldn't- yeah.
contendership.
So the only person.
Bombay has been pinned twice in a row by John Sebastian. So in terms of like power rankings, contendership, he shouldn't be in
Sebastian
line.
should be the one.
It should be Sebastian.
But since they are, in the stable together,
Storyline wise, Sebastian wouldn't take a title shot against Leo.
yeah, because he's too loyal. And because if I don't see Sebastian going face.
Yeah.
I don't see Leo going face, and you can't, have a heel and
The thing is, prior to this, there was no PHX championship, so there was no weight classes, which is why, like
Yeah.
for example, at Rev X, we had Mayhem fight Brian Leo, and then the winner gets a title shot,
yeah.
right? Because
So
Mayhem could go for
Mayhem
that.
could have gotten that, but now he's restricted.
Yeah,
to the weight
Mayhem
class.
is restricted to PHX, Panzer is restricted to PHX, Imabayashi, Warren.
Sandata.
I've talked with Versosa also, and he said that he's actually below 180, so he doesn't qualify for PWR Championship. He's also a PHX
What about
guy.
the Fighters for Hire? Are they above 180?
I don't think so. I mean, look at height-wise, I don't think that they're 180.
Sorry, Joey Box, if you're listening.
No offense to anyone. It's just if you were shorter and you were 180, you would either be really, really fat or really, really jacked. So...
what are you saying about Joey Box?
No, I'm saying because I'm 180, okay? So, if you compare me to them,
Okay.
moving on. So, that's the big question. Who faces Classical Brian Leo for the PWR Championship? Unless it's someone coming from the boot camps.
Right, but
So, we have Machine, Maverick Knight, Vintendo. But I don't think Vintendo, he's not a title shot guy, at least at the moment.
and is he above 180? I'm not sure.
Possibly. They could bill him as above 180
That's
even if
true.
he wasn't. That's it. We don't have anyone to fight Brian Leo.
Well, the other one is turn Max face, but I don't see
No!
that happening
You can
also.
turn Sebastian face first before you turn Max face.
So for me, I think the most logical person would be Bombay, because Bombay and Leo haven't gone one-on-one with
Yeah.
each other. to
They
my
fought in a
knowledge.
tag team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I see possibly happening. Is in the next events, if they focus the event on the PHX championship, they'd have time to build up Sebastian. I mean Bombay. They have time to build up Bombay. To be the one to face Brian Leo. So parang on break muna yung PWR championship.
But what would happen with it? Would Leo just be?
No, maybe they can set up a tournament for number one contendership.
That's true.
And then title defense PHX.
Among those the four guys who qualify for the weight
which
class,
is Apocalypse, JDL,
and Bombay,
Bombay,
and Sebastian,
Sebastian.
maybe Max.
Or maybe, if you throw in the boot campers, Machine and Vintendo.
Yeah, that is if they're being pulled up already to main roster.
Yeah, but if you did that, then there's
Yeah.
7 guys. Although we just came
That's
off a
true.
tournament, so I don't know. I don't know what they could do. Battle Royale.
That actually would be cool to see.
What, Battle
like a
Royal?
battle royal for a number 1 contender spot. That would be a great main event. Like
Actually,
those 7 guys in a battle royal, and then the winner gets a title shot. That would be so cool. And then there could be like, tension when like if Sebastian makes it to like final 2,
yeah.
and then Leo's on the side watching to see what's gonna happen. I'd be down for that.
Okay, why don't we end this by just saying, who are your current PWR favorites? Just to wrap this up.
That's a hard question. I'd say, one of my new favorites is Sebastian.
Yeah.
I think for both of us, because I think before, legitimately, I wasn't really feeling his character and found him, annoying and
This
everything.
is at Rev X.
Yeah. Until we realized that he's a great heel because we do feel hatred for him.
Yeah, it's legit.
That's
that
when
you're annoyed with him.
And that's ironically that's when you start to like him.
Yeah.
Because you realize he's so good at making you hate him, so you like him.
Which is ironic. But actually, for
But that's
me,
wrestling, no
smart logic.
Smart logic.
The moment that I turned and stopped disliking Sebastian and started liking him was the I Told You So promo.
Yeah.
That was it
Also-
for me. When he did I Told You So, it was annoying. But when he did the second round of I Told You So, it was annoying to the point that I said, he's onto something.
I also the other thing that got me to really like him was in his promo during the conference, the press
Uh-huh.
con. That was really good. He's really good on the mic, so I think, and his personality and charisma comes out a lot.
Yeah.
So like if he was in a W video game or something, his charisma bar would be like
That's true.
98 or something,
And syempre, gamer siya, so...
Yeah. So
If you don't know what
we
we're
got
talking about, check his channel,
on YouTube.
his YouTube. I don't know what his handle is. Flayer, PHLAYER something.
I forgot.
So check it out.
Okay, so
So Sebastian is here top. Well, one of.
yeah,
Of course, syempre Brian Leo. As
Warren.
naman, Flash Boys for life.
Yeah.
Warren
Warren is really good.
is good. He's a total D-bag for ripping our PHX belt.
He tore my PHX belt, which I spent like 1 day making.
We spent like 20 pesos on that cartolina. So annoying.
But of course, the effort put into making that was worth millions. No, but anyway, that was a great heel move though.
Yeah.
Would have been better if I was like a little kid.
And then you'd
And then I
cry.
cried, and then maybe I would have gotten on TV. Anyway, so my other, I'd say the unexpected favorites coming out is Sandata. I'm really looking forward to his run in singles. I think he could do well there.
It's funny that you would say Sandata because for me, one of my picks right now is Peter Versosa. Just because he's really, really talented in the ring. And I think that if you just give him a chance to develop his character, he can actually be a really, really good... this is ironic, but I'm going to say face. Right now, he's a heel. But ironically, I think he's going to work better as a face than a heel. I'm not sure. That's the feeling I get.
I think he works better as a heel, but we'll see.
I mean, there are guys kasi who are naturally jerks or naturally D-bags. And I
Yeah.
don't think that Peter is one of them.
Really?
I mean, like, for example, like Warren and Sebastian. Naturally, somehow, it's natural to them to be heels.
Yeah.
But with Peter, I'm not sure.
We'll
That's just
see.
the vibe I get. It's the vibe
We'll
I
see.
get. And my last pick would be
Ano to, pick of the week?
No, favorite after Renaissance would be Bombay. Because honestly, I haven't been sold on Bombay. Until this match.
Yeah.
I guess it's partly because we missed his earlier matches. The ones before Rev X, which I heard were crazy. But yeah. This one earned respect for me.
Yes. So, I think those are our picks, and
those are our ideas for what may come in the upcoming events.
And
So if you've not seen the schedule yet, we have PWR Live coming up in November.
21.
Yes.
So at the
November
end
21.
of the long holiday, you can end that by attending PWR Live.
PWR Terminus
Yes.
is in December 12.
That is my birthday weekend.
Yes.
So,
So you can celebrate your birthday with
with
Scarlett.
Yeah. I don't know. Brian Leo might kill me. And
Okay.
then the next one is on January. I forgot.
Okay, the next PWR Live's in January, and then finally we cap off with Vendetta at Feb 20. So, guys, if your Valentine's doesn't go so well, alam na, boys night out.
Or if you're. Yeah,
Or bring your date if she's into wrestling,
that's true.
if she's cool.
Okay.
So I guess that's it.
That's it. If you missed the last event, wait for announcements on GPN if they'll be showing it sometime soon, hopefully.
So I had a lot of fun doing this talk about PWR Renaissance, our predictions for live, where the story may be going. You never know with PWR. They're actually quite good at swerving us.
Yes.
Because they are like anti-WWE logic. They do everything opposite.
Yeah, and with people who are so used to being able to predict what W is gonna do, because we
Yeah.
know how they work. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yes. So, thank
So-
you guys for listening. And
Keep checking our page PWRtists for our
art.
wallpaper weekends.
It's poster party weekends.
Poster party weekends, and our merchandise Mondays.
He doesn't know the name of my segment.
which I haven't done for this week.
Yes,
which I need to get to.
you're falling behind. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. Keep on following our page and like our page, please, if you haven't liked it yet.
And keep supporting PWR. We are the revolution.
Thank you very much.